welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I am Katie. I am currently traveling around North America with my partner Tim, and we're traveling in this very American RV. We are currently in Canada and we are loving it. Right now in this video I am in Jasper National Park, but this video I will be showing you everything that I thrifted, collected, bought, ordered while in Vancouver and Vancouver Island. I visited a range of yarn shops, thrift stores, and I did some online orders, so it's a big collection from that. The majority of the stuff is craft stuff, mostly yarn, some fabric, some bits and bobs that will help along with the crochet, but mostly crochet stuff. And then I did a massive order of crochet yarn as well online. And there's also one piece of clothing that I didn't need to include, but I wanted to because I like it so much. So let's get on. So the first place that I'm going to be showing you stuff from is from Victoria. It's where we got the ferry from after going through Vancouver for the first time. And the first place that we went to was a massive thrift shop. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll be able to find it easily when we have signal. But it was a really big shop. It was full of stuff. It was really crammed. It had loads of great things. So I only got a few things. If I lived there, I'd probably have got a lot more, but we're in a van and I can't fill it with too much stuff. Although after this haul, you'll realise how full the van is going to be, and how on earth I'm going to get back any of this stuff to the UK is a future problem, but definitely a problem. Anyway, the first thing I got or found was this yarn. I always struggle to find 100% cotton yarn in thrift stores. It's always acrylic or wool. This stuff was 100% cotton, so I got quite excited and I got 3 of them. These were in a separate packet to this one, but it's exactly the same yarn, I'm pretty sure. So this one here was $3.25 for the one, and then these two together were $3.99, so a bit cheaper. Weird deal, but I got 3 of them. They're only 50 grams each. I don't think I would make anything like any garments with it because it's quite a bold colour and I don't think it's something that I would personally wear. So I would either possibly dye it, make it a little bit darker or duller, I'm not sure, or I can use it for a project which isn't clothing. I've got lots of... the door just opened. I have lots of projects which aren't clothing that I want to make, so I can use it for that. But it's got a really nice texture to it. It's not just a simple cotton. I'm gonna go close the door now. Sorry. So anyway, yep, that was the first thing that I got from that shop. I also, this one is a little bit boring. I'll have to find it as well. I also got a couple of tape measures, pretty boring, but I have been looking for them in every thrift shop that I've been to because I think they're really useful when making clothing and stuff. So I got 2 of them. I got a white one and a blue one. I actually bought it in a pack of 6 because that's what they were selling it, and I don't know who would need 6 tape measures unless you're like a school or something. So I kept 2 of them and then I just redonated the other 4. I think it was only like $2 for the whole pack anyway, so it didn't really matter. This is Canadian dollars as well when I talk about prices of things, unless stated otherwise. But yeah, so tape measure, very useful. And then the other thing that I got was this cotton fabric. It's actually an old bed sheet. I think this one is a queen sized. Yeah, this is a queen size bed. It's just a white cotton with like a brown kind of grid pattern on it. I thought it would be really lovely to either make a skirt or a pair of trousers from, maybe even some shorts. I've actually got 2 of these. I don't know how big they are. In like North America, they don't really have duvet covers like we have duvet covers in the UK. So if you bought an old duvet cover in the UK, it would be like double-sided. But here, then just more like sheets and stuff. They have comforters. So I've just got 2 sheets, and it is pretty big. I mean, I haven't even measured how much I got. I bought 2 of them though, just in case, even though one of them is definitely enough for one project. I'm thinking I've already made a pair of lane pants, but the other day I ripped a hole in them, which was gutting. So I'll probably make a pair of lane pants. And then I also really like Sid Graham's Saunger skirt. So when I get back, I'll probably want to make a Saunger skirt, and this could be a good fabric for that. I could also easily dye this so that the brown will still stand out, but maybe a different background colour if I want it to look different. If I'm doing multiple projects with the same fabric, it's probably likely that I will dye some of it, but we will see. It is not my first fabric that I've bought on this trip. I bought a load in New Zealand as well, and I've bought a few in the US, so there's quite a lot to bring back to the UK, but I will use it, and I'm very excited to use it. I'm missing my sewing machine a lot. It's not really something that I could easily set up in the van at all. Even if we were hooked up to electricity, I don't have the time or the space, but I'm very excited for when we get back for that. That is everything from the first thrift store, and then we went and explored Victoria a little bit more, and they actually had a few secondhand, so like thrift stores but for craft supplies, which was pretty cool. I can't remember the names of them, so just 1 second. So one of them is Zero Waste Emporium, and then the other one was Supply Victoria Creative Reuse Centre. I can't remember which one was which of the stuff that I got, so I'll put it on screen when I'm talking about them, because I'll be able to find out when I have some internet again. So the first shop that I went into, I only got one thing, and that was some buttons. I don't know if you'd be able to see them from here, but they're just pearl buttons, like pearl shell buttons, and they're really nice. And I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, which is a bit of a random number, but I got 7 of these, and that'll work well. I want to make a cardigan, so I think I will use the pearl buttons for that. I'm actually in the middle of a project, but I ran out of yarn, and I think these would be perfect for that. Or we'll show you later what else I got. So that's all I got from the first craft thrift shop, and then I went to the other one, and it was a lot smaller, but it had a lot more stuff that I wanted. So I actually got some other buttons there. I got these ones, which I think are from a coconut. I already have some coconut buttons that I bought when we were in Indonesia, but these are ones that I can use while I'm out here, and I'll show you later what project I want to use these ones for. There's quite a lot in here, but they're 2 different sizes, so I'd probably only be able to use them for 2 different projects. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 12 buttons here, so that'll be enough for like 2 projects probably. Very happy with them. And then in the same shop I found, let me find it, sorry, I've got everything on my table here, but it's all not in a particular order, which probably wasn't a good idea. Next thing I found was this little wooden thing. I actually don't really know what the case is itself. It's got an old picture of a castle, and it says Ottoman Tower. I don't know where that is, but maybe I'll Google it afterwards again when I exit. But it basically came with lots of these really tiny crochet hooks. A lot of them say made in England in them, and then they have old sizes. So this is a size 8. I have no idea what that means. This is a size 9. This one's made in the US. And then this one's size 10 in the US. And then this one doesn't say, oh, maybe it does. Cross Fox brand, it says. And it's a size 5, but they are absolutely tiny. So some very detailed lace work, probably just some thread, but that's very cool. So I think there was about 5 or 6 hooks in there, and then it also came with a couple of metal needles, which is good. I've got a load of plastic darning needles, but I haven't got any metal ones, so I feel like these will be a lot nicer than the plastic ones that I have. And then it has this weird tool that I don't know what it is. And I asked ChatGPT what it thought it was, and it said it thought it was a like blackhead popper, which is pretty disgusting. It might not be that. I have no idea though. So if you have any ideas what this tool could be, if it's related to crochet or not, let me know. And then this is just a random metal rod that is actually broken. I think it must have been an old hook or something. And then is there anything else in here? And then that is just another darning needle, but it has a blunt end. I don't really know what they're all for, but yeah, I thought that was cool. So to go along with these tiny hooks, I did buy some cotton yarn Here's another one of the hooks that I just put in here. I did have a little go on the first day, kind of just using them. I think most of it's undone now. I'll probably undo it all. I haven't really done anything with it since it was probably over a month ago that I got these. But I just bought it kind of on a whim because I thought it could be fun to do some really lacy things, maybe like make a hairband eventually. A nice cute lacy hairband could be quite cute, so I might do that with it. But yeah, just some cotton yarn thread, not particularly thick. And that is, I think, no, one more thing from that shop, which was pretty cool, is this bag of cotton yarn. It's 100% cotton. I'll get them out. I think there's like 5 or 6 of them. Some of them are still in the skeins with the labels on. So it's 100 grams of Pima cotton, made in Peru. Doesn't say any of its thickness or anything. It's a really nice, soft, very white cotton. Really beautiful. A little bit thicker. It might be DK. It's not that thick. I don't know. I really do not know my yarn sizes yet. But there's about 5 or 6 of these. Some of them are in balls that someone has already made up, but then most of them are still in their skeins. And my plan for these is actually to do some natural dyeing. My background is in textiles. I did a textiles degree, and during that degree I specialised in natural dyeing in my final year. And I think it would, I haven't done any natural dyeing since I did my degree, but I think it could be really fun to get into that. I've already started collecting some things. So I collected some tansy that I saw on the side of the road. It was in a big patch of weeds. So I collected some tansy, and that's in the freezer. And I've also been collecting some avocado skins and stones, and they're also excuse me, they're also in the freezer. So the avocado stones should make like a peachy pale pink, and then the tansy should make a yellowish colour. They often work better on animal fibres rather than plant fibres, but I only like to use plant fibres in my work, so it's going to be like a paler colour, I think, but I'm going to use some soy milk as a mordant. I just can't do any of that until I've been to a thrift store and bought myself a separate pan, because tansy can be poisonous and I don't want to be using anything in our cooking appliances that could be poisonous. So we're going to buy a new pan for my natural dyeing, and then I'll just donate it once I am done with it. And I'm thinking like 2 or 3 colours, but I haven't decided what I'm actually going to make once I've dyed them. All I can think of is I want to dye it because it's very white. It's 100% cotton, and I don't really like wearing pure white things, so we will see. But I was very excited for that. And also you can see here it's got a blue heart on it, and basically everything in the shop was categorized into 3 or 4 different colors, and that was a different price range. And you could basically decide within that price range how much you wanted to pay for each thing. So you could be a cheapskate and pay on the cheap side, or you could think, actually I think this is worth more, I'll pay on the higher end of that. I actually cannot remember what I paid for each item, but I chose a mix of like the higher or lower end depending on what it was. I think I got this for $10 though, so that's about £5-ish for 5 skeins of 100% cotton, which is not bad. And I think they're 100 grams each. Don't know, yeah, 100 grams each, 200 meters, or 3.5 ounces and 220 yards. So yeah, not bad for that. I'm very excited about it. So that is Victoria. And then after Victoria, we headed towards Sook, and I went to a shop called Sook Yarns and Fibre. And that is where I bought this brown yarn. It is bought brand new, this one, and it was $21 per ball of yarn, which is like £12 per ball of yarn. I actually already have this yarn in a lilac colour, and I've been looking to buy another lilac of it because I'm halfway through a project and I haven't finished it. Unfortunately, they did not have that colour in stock, but I did manage to get 2 of these brown yarns, and I've actually already started making something with them, which I'll show you in a minute. But the contents of this is 30% nylon, 27% cotton, 24% acrylic, 10% silk, and 9% linen, and it's all a recycled blend. I don't normally have any animal products in the yarn that I use, but this one has 10% silk, but as it was recycled, I decided it was okay for me to use. but it has this really beautiful fleck in it, and it's a really soft yarn. So I'm very excited about my project that I am making, and I will show you that now. So that was a little bit of a nightmare to get on. I kept putting it on the wrong way. But basically it's going to be a little cardigan kind of thing. I'm obviously not done with it. I've got quite a bit of length to add to it, but I've been prioritizing other projects for the last few days. But yeah, I just want to add some more length to it, and then I'm going to add like a button stand, and that is where these buttons will come in handy. I can't decide. I could do brown on brown, or I could do the pearl ones. Haven't decided yet. These ones will obviously stand out more, whereas these will blend in with the brown, but I'm not sure which one I'm going to choose yet. I'm also making a very similar project in the lilac yarn that I was talking about, so I could do the brown one for that one and the white ones for these. Not sure yet, but anyway, it's just a raglan top, and then I've been using this lovely lacy stitch for it. So that is this one. So then after we went to Sook, we kind of did a loop round, and then we went to Tofino. We stopped on a few places on the way, but in Tofino I went to a consignment store and I found this skirt. So this is the only piece in this collection that is not craft related, but I just really like it. It's this full length denim skirt, and I'm super excited. It fits me really, really well. I think it's very like flattering to my body shape. I'm quite like bottom heavy, I'd say, wide hips, definitely a pear-shaped hourglass kind of shape. So, and I think this flatters that a lot, which is good. And I've been wearing it a lot with some of my homemade clothes, a lot of my crochet tops, and I've also got a top that I stitched myself as well. So I've been wearing it a lot with that. In the shop, Tim was like, he's like, it's really nice, but when are you going to be able to wear it while you're camping? But I've literally wanted every opportunity that I can have on it, which is good. I'm just very happy with that. Not really relevant to the rest of the video, but I wanted to show it anyway. And then finally, so we did a lot in Vancouver. If you're interested in the travel side, let me know and I can explain more where we've been and what we've done. But once we had been to Vancouver, we then went down the Sunshine Coast, I think it's called, back into Vancouver City. And that is where I picked up some online orders that I had done. We have some friends in Vancouver, and this was meant to have arrived before we went to Vancouver Island, but I think it got delayed in customs for a while, which was a bit annoying, but we managed to get it on the way back. And it is a crazy big order that I did from, I think they're called Hobie. I've heard people call them Hobby or Hobie. As an English person, I'd probably just call them Hobby, but I think they are from Denmark. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they're from Denmark, and I've heard someone pronounce it Hobie, so that's what I'm going to be saying. So I got these two big orders from Hobie. I will show you what I ordered from them. And actually, I'll get a list up of my order. So I'll just show you one of each of the colours that I bought, but some of them I ordered in bigger quantities, and I will go through that. So this is their colour 80, and I think I ordered 12 or 15 of these ones. I have a plan to make a granny square cardigan with them, the hexagon square cardigan, no, hexagons not squares, the hexagon granny stitch cardigan with them. So I ordered 15 of these. Hopefully it'll be enough. They're the cotton, Friends cotton 8/6, and they're 100% cotton. So yeah, ordered 12 or 15, not sure, we'll put it up on screen. There's a running theme, but I have a terrible memory. But I did order these quite a long time ago, and I had them sitting in the bags, not wanting to open them for ages, but I couldn't record this video for quite a while. I haven't had an opportunity to, so I got impatient and I opened it. And then the next one that I ordered is cotton 8/4 Friends in this colour. It is colour 98. It's a beautiful greeny, slightly sagey colour, and I think it's really stunning. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with this, but I ordered, I think, 12 of these ones because I knew I wanted to do quite a big project with them, and still haven't 100% decided, but I've got an idea. So I also ordered 15 of these cream ones. This is in colour 03. I quite like an off-white. I use it a lot in my work, so I thought I'd order a lot of these, even though I didn't know what project I wanted to do. And now I have an idea of making a kind of like checked skirt with these. I'm not sure if that will happen, but I've drawn out a sketch. I'll put it here. This is kind of the idea that I want to do with these colours, plus a few more of some scraps that I have as well. So that was these ones. They're all the big orders. And then some of these, I've just got one of them. Some of them I've got 4 of. So we have this lovely pale yellow colour. This is colour 21, and this is an 8/4 size. And then this purple colour, I think I only ordered one of these because I wasn't sure how bright it was going to turn out, and I have decided it's probably not quite the colour I like the most, but that's also an 8/4. And then I have 4 of these ones. It's a lovely pale pastel periwinkle blue, and this is an 8/6, so a little bit thicker than the others. I also got 4 of these ones. It is a nice lilac colour in 8/4, and that is colour 63. Then I think I just have one of these. It's a blue colour. It's slightly different to this one, slightly less purpley, and that's colour 83. This is the one that I have 12 of. Already shown you that one. Already shown you that one. And then I ordered 4 of these ones. It's in an 8/6, and it is colour 88. And I've already started making something with this, so I will show you that in a minute. And then so this is the navy that I got about 15 of. And I got this nice dark teal colour. I think I ordered 3 or 4 of these ones, and that is colour 97. Not sure what I'm going to do with this one quite yet. And then I got 2 of this. I think I'm going to call it like a berry pink. I quite like this colour. It is colour number 48. And then finally I just ordered 1 of this ochre colour, and that is colour 13. And that is basically everything I got. 65 of them in total. Most of them are 8/4. There's just, I think this one is 8/6, and this navy is also 8/6. But yeah, I'm very excited about these ones. I've already started a project with this one, and I have ideas for a few of the others. Some of them I don't have any ideas for, but I thought they would be really good for like bigger tapestry projects. Sometimes you just need a little bit of one colour. So that is what I've got from Hobie. So I haven't finished making this one, but I am recording the process of it. It is a top that I am making for my sister with this coral design on it in tapestry crochet. So if you want to watch that, it'll either be next up on my channel or already on my channel, depending on which order these videos come out, what is easier to edit. But yeah, so that is what I'm making. It's just a little tank top for her, and the white was a leftover scrap yarn from another project, so it wasn't any of the Hobie order. And I think I'm going to use about, this is my 3rd one, and I've finished everything apart from the straps, so I'll probably use just less than 3 balls of yarn for it, which is quite good because it means the ones that I've got 4 of will be enough to make tops with 2 and maybe more intricate detailed tops. So that is exciting, and I've almost finished this one. So that is everything that I bought while on Vancouver Island and in Vancouver. And I hope you have enjoyed watching this. If you have any questions about any of the stuff that I bought or any of the shops that I went to, please do comment them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you really want, you can follow me on Instagram. It's just Katie of All Crafts.